The development in the DA are quite interesting because from a distance, many people thought the election of Maimani would transform the party to be more attractive to black voters, and it will also transform the party internally to make it culturally palatable for black people. Little they know that the appointment of black people in the DA, it's all about black tokenism. It's not about institutional transformation of the party. It's all about using black lives, black leaders as a currency and capital to sell the DA. Because if the DA wants transformation, they would need to think twice about the dominance of white supremacy and white males in the party and how they influence party decision making. And once they start thinking about the influence of that and their policy direction, they will start thinking about transformation broadly. This issue of appointing black leaders or black individuals in a culturally white supremacist environment without thinking about the impact of culture, institutional norms, social rules, it doesn't help anybody. So the DA is a white supremacist party which doesn't want to transform. Maybe we could even say that their institutional practices have reached the level of inertia because they can transform, because theirs is a party that doesn't believe in history, doesn't believe in culture. When they talk about multiculturalism and diversity, they are talking about such issues or concepts at a distributive level. Let's have a number of black people in the party. We have black number of people in the party, and that's transformation. They are fooling themselves. If the DA wants to transform itself, they will think about how does their racist legacy represent to the black person, and how do they seek to transform that culturally. So they have to find somebody who can invent new cultures in the DA to ensure that those cultures cater for the DA. Those white males in the DA have no interest of black people at heart. So when you consider that, and people who join the DA, black people in particular, you start to wonder what is really DA stands for. They talk about South Africa for one. One is to remind them that the concept of South Africa for one and the concept of non-racialism means new form of racism if it is not historically contextualized. In the contemporary South Africa, we cannot talk about South Africa for one if we don't consider how race, history, politics, and power shape our identities. But in the DA, their imagination is that South Africa for one means that let's leave the past the way it is, the way it was, and let's construct a society that is fair. Based on what? Based on the resources that we have. Because their imagination is that South Africa is not working because of corruption.